Well, how you
Yeah,
doing? Thanks for having me on the show.
no worries, man. Good to see you. What time is it over there?
So right now it's like 1:30. What time is it where you're at?
It's just gone 5:30 in the morning.
Why are you up so early?
Well, because I wanted to interview CJ from Drowning Pool.
Bro, I didn't know. I gave a man. All right. I love Shauna and I didn't want to like put you I'm just I'm leaving tonight. I'm gonna go see my mom. She's not doing so great. And
Yeah.
so the next couple of days I'm gonna stay on a positive, but I gotta go see my mom. It's that time. But
That's cool.
anyway, I didn't know you had to get up at 5:30 though, dude.
Yeah, well, too,
Yeah.
well, man, I think your circumstances are a bit worse. I've spent over a decade in the army, so I'm fine. This is the time I normally used to get up. So,
What time do you get up now, though?
what time do I get up now? Usually in about an hour and a half. So,
Okay, so it's not too
not
bad. All
that
right, I just man, thank you. I didn't know. I
it's
would have tried to
all good.
adjust my schedule. Uh,
It is all good, buddy.
all right. Well, we're here.
Mate, well, look, speaking of the military, Drowning Pool played for the troops several times. And
We play for the troops a lot, man. I love it.
I have a feeling you and I actually spoke once before, because I remember doing a phone interview with Drowning Pool at some point after the new vocalist, and you had just released a video of making fun of Bill O'Reilly because Bill O'Reilly had been like, "Oh, no one else goes over and plays for the troops but us," and you guys were like,
Oh
"I."
man, we go all the time, and it's not like I'm trying to get accolades and like a pat on the back for it. It's just something that we're very fortunate to do, and it's very personal anyway. So whether it's well known underneath the wire, I mean, we go like 3 or 4 times a year. We do stuff, and it's not just USO stuff for the states. Like we did coalition bases when we were way back in like 2006, 2007, and the whole Australian army, man, they got 50 cows on their back, bro. They don't play around. So like we got to meet different troops from different facets of like different armies in different countries and stuff like that. So what we do is all about friends and family and their job being in the military, not so much about war and government. Just so
Yeah,
we
cool.
know where adrenaline comes from, man. We're not rage against the machine on the political side as much as we're more about family, the
Mm.
personal side involved. So yeah,
What impression did the Australian troops make on you?
they were the tallest, biggest, toughest ones on the base, bro, and they all were carrying big backpacks and 50 cows like it's nothing. And those things are heavy. I've
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, oh my God. Oh, whoa, hey man. Give me a heads up. She's heavier than me.
Uh,
It was great.
Mate, it's so strange to me that well, it's not strange, it's just thinking back, it's amazing that bodies has become such a staple of the new metal scene
It's
that
wild, man.
yeah, I recently just saw a video of Muppets singing, I can only count to four and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just thinking, like, has the enduring legacy of that song surprised you at all?
It's amazing, dude, and I'm grateful and thankful for it. It is pretty wild and surprising because again, just the inception of the song itself, my drummer Mike Luce and I, we grew up in New Orleans and we have a Dallas connection between friends and family, and especially with our bass player Stevie. So Mike and I kind of had the first kind of versions of that going, and when we got here to Dallas and got with Stevie and with Dave Williams, that's when it became the song that you know now. And again, it's one of those songs, we're just jamming in the rehearsal room, having some Coors Lights and some shots of Jaeger, and counting to four and having fun with it, man. And just from the second we played it live, just locally, it's just we'd play it, people would go crazy nuts. At that time, it was maybe 4 or 5 people, whether it's 4 or 5 people or 40,000 people. I mean, it goes off every time, man. It's just a fun song to play. It's
Yeah.
just wild the interpretations of it and all the different things. I mean, there's a parrot that sings it. There's like sock puppets. There's a whole laundry version of it. Dude, it's nuts.
It must almost have a thing where like it's almost not yours anymore. When something gets that big, and it becomes almost I suppose that's
Dude,
music in general, isn't it? But like
it's bigger than that. And again, thankful and grateful. The fun thing for me, I mean, dude, I sit around my house and I have like because I wrote the thing. So like I have all these different versions. I have like a reggae version. I have like this mandolin version. I do this funk version. And my wife, she's like, you should just record all these. This has us like, 10, 15 different versions of your own interpretation because I have fun with it
mm,
myself. besides the original. But the fun thing for me, man, is when I go and like, I'm always supporting local bands, local scene, and that there's like a band covering the song. And when I'm listening to it, when I'm in the pit and a band's playing bodies, and I have a whole nother interpretation of it than when I'm on stage playing it on guitar. Because I'm in this mind frame and zone when we wrote it and how I feel about it. And then when you're out watching it, it comes across so much more intense than I ever knew it would be.
I can remember that the DVD for I think it was called Cinema that came
Cinema,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, there was the
I
I
played
remember
Mount Gambier.
say
That
again.
one, Mount Gambier, we played there too.
Oh
That's on the
wow.
cinema. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I
it's a clip of that on there.
it has been years since I've seen it. I never actually owned it myself, but I remember my friend remarking that one of the financial goals of releasing that was to buy Dave Williams's mum a house,
Yeah, we did.
and she did.
Stevie Benton and Mike Lucent, myself, the money that we have made from that went to buy, you know, Joe and Charlie our house. So
Oh, bless.
Joanne Williams, yeah. Unfortunately, Charlie's not with us now, but Joanne, she's in South Carolina. As far as I know, we all stay in touch. We've been family since day one. And here we are with Ryan McCombs back in the band. Talk about family after a 13-year break. I thought we said 3 months, 3 years. I heard 13. Whatever. We're back. We took a break. Who's counting?
I know, right? Well, it was funny to me, man, because I watched the video for Revolution, and I recently saw Static X touring last year with Soil, and so I
Yeah.
was watching this video, and because I'm a bit slow on the uptake, I was like, he's
Yeah.
really familiar. He looks like that bloke who jumped in the pit next to me at Soil, and the fella, and he's missing a tip of his finger.
Yeah.
Uh,
He jumped in and sang, right?
yeah, and then I was like, oh, hang on. Yeah, no, I'm done. Yeah.
It's Ryan from Solo. Nah, I love those dudes. And they're touring right now in Europe. They're having a great tour with a lot of awesome bands. They're playing, they got Soil on there. They have who else is on that run with them? They have Head PE, of course,
hmm
Soil, and they have South that's Dead Rod. Oh, bro. Who else is on the run with them? The other three, that's 9 Point. How can lest we
Yeah,
forget?
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Uh so yeah, man, it's a rock and roll community. We've all been friends and we've all played together and we all got our start like, early 2000s. And, we've all toured together off and on. I love Ryan and Soil. They have their own sound, their own unique style, their own tuning, all that those things. And, Ryan just has been the perfect fit for us coming in. Also, he's friends with Joe and Charlie. He got the okay from Dave's mom
hmm
back in the day. And here we are now having fun again, man. And the whole thing, especially with the new song Revolution, the final day, man, it's like, can we just have one more revolution where we all just sit down at happy hour? Here's my revolution. And we have drinks and you have 2 hours. We're going to do shot for shot and we're going to write everything down on paper and we're going to fix the problems. And then we'll wake up the next day, whatever we did, that's what we did.
hmm
Done. Solved. No more fighting, no more blowing shit up. Done.
There's world peace according to Drowning Pool. Let's do it.
World peace. The
I love it.
final revolution. So we just all get along. Stop with the bullshit and let's all get along. Come on.
I remember, I think it was Henry Rollins was saying that he would fix a conflict. It could have been Israel Palestine or just somewhere where there was, really intense border action. And by airdropping Ramones albums on either side
That's
of it.
great. I love that. Everybody
Yeah.
sit down and listen to this for 5 minutes, man. Come on. How
Oh,
about
man.
just sit down and listen to the whole record? I
Yeah.
love that. If everybody would just shut up and listen. I mean, I know you want something you say, okay, we can always meet in the middle. At the end of the day, bro, we're all dude, Russia, Ukraine, just sit down and have some shots of vodka, break
Yeah.
some bread, you know, put the Netflix on and chill, bro. I don't know. You
But
know, this
yeah.
is,
What's the tone like in the States at the moment? Obviously, in the kind of hangover post election. Like, are you
oh
just
man, the whole thing with I mean, in history, America is kind of built off of, just, it's like, they call it the melting pot back then. Just everybody from every culture, everywhere coming here, and everybody can have their say so and do their thing, and we respect each other. I like to think of it like America's still like that, but they do such a great job dividing. people, because like I'm older now, and I've seen several elections, and I see how they do this, and it's just such a game, and it's such a chess piece, wheel and deal, man. I really hope something good comes from anybody who is a leader in any country, and it's not so personal, but there's just a lot of opinions here in this country, man. There's a lot of left side, right side, and everybody wants their thing and their say so. And me, again, personally, just me personally, not reflecting anything of the band, Drowning Pool. Just I'm still like, you know, can we all just get along? You do your thing here, and I do my thing, and don't tell me what to do. I won't tell you what to do, and then leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. Like, right?
Mm.
I mean, come on, man.
I feel like because yeah, I mean, Drowning Pool definitely
Well,
with the military collection and stuff would have a very much across across both Democrat and Republican lines. I wonder, man, thinking back on it, 9/11 happened when I was 16,
oh
and
man,
I
wow, yeah, dude.
I watched stuff that happened, before stuff growing up. Like there was an animated show called Daria that I've recently revisited that I used to love when I was a kid. And it's strange watching it now because it's so different. Like there's a sense of optimism. Prior to 9/11, people were like growing up going, oh, it's the 90s, it's the future. This is going to be great. I mean,
Oh
sure,
yeah,
we've got problems, but yeah, we'll be fine. No, just ever since that, then all of a sudden we became, terrified of everything.
right.
Yeah, I
They're
don't
using
know.
that
Like, what?
fear, man. They used to,
Mm,
trying to scare us and trying to eye this and eye that. Stay at the house. Don't leave your house. Be afraid. Be very afraid. It's like I see a lot of things in play, which sucks, man. Because again, I'm a tree hippie. Tree hugging hippie. Like I
mm,
love music and have a good time, man. Like life is so short, and that's what we were entertainers, man. I go on stage and put on a rock show and have a great time and hang out with everybody. That's your night to get out your house, and we appreciate you coming to the show. And I'll make sure you have a damn good time when you're there. And that's like, you know, I I mean that's not reality. It's a rock show. You still got to go home and do work and pay your bills. But if we can base life off of just enjoying it more so and trying to help each other out, like this fool blowing rockets up. This other thing too, and I'm probably gonna say things I probably shouldn't say right now, but I had a couple drinks for lunch.
yeah,
Not gonna lie. You have all this money and you're shooting rockets into space and you're blowing stuff up and you blow up a rocket in an ionosphere and it blows it up. You did first off, you didn't ask me or us if that's okay to go blow up your rockets. I know you got millions of dollars and stuff, but did you ask everybody on Earth if that's cool? Like what makes it okay for you to be doing that?
mm,
For starters, all right?
mm,
Maybe we should all agree on that because you don't know what you're going to blow up here. And second, why are you wasting your time going to space or try to colonate Mars and focus on this Earth? Because if you can't live here, you sure shit can't live on that planet.
mm.
So why are you wasting your time and energy with that too? Like people with, play money, billionaires. It's like, you could fix out everything here in a day with all that kind of
Yeah.
money, bro. But you don't. I like to think I would. I don't know. Would you?
Yeah, but then you also don't have billions of dollars in your pocket. I have a
I
feeling
don't.
that would
I
billionaires are
would probably
billionaires for a reason. Yeah.
there, right? That too. Or I'd probably go to
Yeah.
Venezuela and open up, a factory.
Yeah. Look. Oh, dude, it's funny. Like, so what can you tell me about Revolution, the new track? I feel like it's definitely pointed. Yeah.
Yeah, the great thing about it's the first song we've all written together. It's Drown Pool, 13 years, and the thing I love about our band is everybody comes in with ideas. All four of us, sit down literally at a table and throw stuff out there. With Revolution, just because we started touring a lot, we're ready to record it. We just didn't have the time because Ryan came back in the band, phone was ringing like, come play here, come play here. So of course we were going to play shows. So in that the process of writing that has changed a few times, and has evolved into what it is now. But again, the point being, you know, it's more on the positive side of things. Like revolution doesn't mean you have to blow stuff up. You have like all kinds of revolutions throughout history that made things better. So it's like, again, not to be too specific, but for me, it's like let's have just one more revolution where we all just find a way to get along and have a good time together and stop blowing shit up.
Mm.
Just for fun though, like blowing up stuff for fun. You know,
Yeah.
celebrating your birthday or the country's
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
there can
we
be
just,
occasions where blowing stuff up is
yeah,
amazing fun. Let's not take that away.
for fun. They blow it up for fun. All things fun.
Uh, um, what was it like having Ryan return to the band? Because
Dude, it was so
I remember.
wild. We didn't have like a bad parting ways type situation, and he was playing with Soil again. And the thing with us, the way it came up, we had three great records with Jason Moreno. We had a good 10-year run, and just between like the business and COVID, just a lot of family factors, it was that time for us to part with Jason. And then here we are. We were doing a bunch of three-piece stuff, just us three, the core of the band, the original guys anyway, who write a lot of the music. And we had a bunch of great shows with it. But we had a show with Pantera last May 5th and a few other big festival shows coming up. So, the original idea was like, hey, let's call up Ryan, and have like some reunion shows, play with Pantera, four-piece band. And the second he walked in, actually, he stays here in my studio. He actually sleeps right here. Well, futons rolled up. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is I call it the Ryan's Den. And here's the guitar right here that I use on the video.
Yeah. Nice.
And so I got the studio set up, and he just came here. We just started writing songs together, man. We just sat in the backyard and just started jamming on this riff, which became Revolution. And we have a lot of stuff in the place. So in between touring, Ryan lives in England. So instead of him flying back and forth, if we have like a week off or 2 weeks off between tours, we'll just stay here. So because of that, it's been an advantage to come up with a lot of new ideas. So now that we're going to be off pretty much December, January, February, I'm in here putting stuff together, trying to like finalize all of us to get the songs down. So trying to put out a new record next year.
No, yeah. So, what
Yeah.
is the is there an anticipated release date? Is there a title?
There
You
isn't
know?
a release date and an exact title yet, because usually the title and stuff comes once we have everything put together. Hey, you mind if I take a ride while we're talking?
Yeah, of course.
All right. You got to go pick up one of the girls here. But you got everything, baby? All right. I'm going to take it for a ride.
Well, screw it.
Okay.
While we're
Yeah, we're
getting
hanging
around
out. Oh, so
that,
here, look, I'll show you, man. Look, right here. See in this chair? How? Ryan was sitting right here. I'm sitting right here, my guitar in my hand, and I just started jamming the riff. And then, CB has some really cool lyrics he brought to the table. Mike, our drummer, always has some outside, lyric ideas as well. And this evolved into Revolution, the final amen.
I love it.
You
Hey,
got play by play on that one, man. Got the bonus package. Yeah, I was on tour. We were touring with Godsmack, and I was hanging out on their bus one night um, with Shannon Larkin's drum tech. He's awesome, and we just down a bottle of tequila, So I pass out in one of the extra bunks, and I wake up, and my phone is next to me. We were doing like arenas and stuff, dude, and my phone's going off, and I look over, and there's a million messages, and like I got to be on stage in like 5 minutes in front of like 20,000 people, and I'm running, 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 and my guitar tech, the intro's playing. They're just hoping and praying I show up out of nowhere, which I did. And the guitar's on. We played the show. I'll play a song, and then no, we play the next song, and then you got to give it back. And but never missed a show. The show was great. Good times.
outstanding. What are there any plans for Drowning Pool to return to Australia?
There is. I thought that's why you were calling. I thought maybe you knew something. I didn't know. So we're doing a lot of stuff overseas next year. We have we'll obviously start out with Godsmack and POD in March and April, and then there's a handful of festivals we're going to be on in June and July. So somewhere between those times, we were trying to get back to Australia. It was some of the best times ever. My wife and I were just talking about that, huh, baby?
Yep.
And because she's never been over. Dude, we had the best shows. We were there. The booking, the guy that booked us last time, his name was Dave Williams. Can't forget that one. And 2013 maybe or 2014, we had a killer show. So we have a handful of bands on the plate that we want to tag team with, but we definitely plan on being in Australia in 2025. One way or the other, we're going to get over there. It's on the
Nice.
plate. I was talking to one band about it actually last night as well, trying to set up a say anything too early, you know. But yes, yes, Australia 2025.
I love
It's
it.
coming.
Sounds good, man. Look, CJ, thank you very much for your time. Be good to yourself. Drive safe.
Yeah, that's all the questions you got. What else is
Yeah,
going on?
yeah. What
How's
else is
everything in
going?
Brisbane?
Say again?
You coming up on summertime, right? Isn't it like spring over there?
Yeah. No, man. I look, life is good. I'm getting out of the army, so I've been off work for a few months and just getting taken care
Oh, so
of.
you
But
carried the 50 cows and stuff, right?
yeah, they're very heavy.
Yeah, they are very heavy, right? That's what I'm saying. You can slim it down to like a 47
One
or
of them
50. I don't know.
actually busted myself in the forehead with the scope of a
Oh,
50 cal sniper rifle. Hit the target, but it rang the bell.
but yeah, man, that's wow, dude. Well, dude, when we get there and we play out there, make sure you get in touch with Shauna or with somebody, and we'll hook up the show, man. We'll have you out there. Come see it for yourself.
Outstanding, man. I can't looking forward to it. All right,
Well,
man.
thanks for getting up early today, man. Sorry to do that to you,
That is
but
all
yeah,
good, buddy.
we get everything ready for the road trip. So,
I love it, man. Be good, be safe. I'll see you
all right,
soon.
you too.